Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Lady Freedom here, coming at you with another raw narrative. Guys, I'm just gonna switch this over really quick because I don't want Sebastian to catch any of this. It's not about Sebastian tonight. I was going to come on and talk about Crystal case, and I woke up to a whole bunch of nonsense on the internet, and it's getting old and tiresome. And so tonight is going to be the last time I will talk about it. I'm going to tell you my side and how it happened from my perspective. Everybody has their own perspective. I try to preach that on my channel all the time. If people don't want to watch and listen, I can't help that. I have told the truth about Photogate or whatever this madness is about a photo that I took and enhanced and shared it with a fellow creator so that way she could advance her channel and I can help network mine.
That I took and enhanced and shared it with a fellow creator so that way she can advance her channel and I can help network mine.
Keep on talking about true crime with you guys. I hope we can do more cases. I hope we can finally get to that members only that we've been talking about.
Okay, so this is a little bit long, but I didn't want to cut anything out because a lot was said. And we got a brand new tragedy pimp on our hands, guys. Yay! Welcome to Krama, bitch.
I have told the truth about Photogate or whatever this madness is about a photo that I took and enhanced and shared it with a fellow creator so that way she could advance her channel and I can help network mine. Different people follow different people, so it's smart to network with each other. And I'm sorry, I've been talking so much in the last couple days, it's been crazy. I've been apologizing for things that I did not do. I was never in a mod chat when this occurred. I left that chat because I don't involve in it. I have too much to do. Research for the case, and we all know which one, but I'm not going to sit here and say his name during this madness. It's absolute bullshit. And I've had it and I don't need any more of it. I do not bully anyone. I have never bullied anyone, nor will I ever allow you guys to bully anyone in the chat. Mods, if somebody is ever bullying somebody else or if they're making them feel bad and you can see this, it's hard to tell through text. Please.
Let's do a little scroll and roll through her community post. See what she's got. Ooh, let's look at her videos too. Oh yeah. Because I'm a hater channel. That's what we do. Hater channels like to bust out your bullshit.
Please tell that person to stop. If they don't want to stop, then they can leave. It doesn't matter how long they've been here. We cannot have this. I apologize to Gracie for her being bullied several times, but I wasn't the one who did it. I kept apologizing and saying, I told you guys, if you didn't like the drama, please don't be in that chat. Because what happens is that every single time we have a group of people in there that are unmonitored, fuckery occurs. And I don't want to be a monitor. I don't want to look over everything.
Wait. Aren't you the Statue of Liberty or Lady Freedom or whatever? Do you mean to tell me that you do not let people speak freely? Okay.
All the time. Okay, so there's just things that happen that I'm not going to know about. And I didn't like that. And I told people to get out of that chat. And they were like, well, you never created another one. There's a reason I never created another one because I don't want to deal with the bullshit. And I will not deal with the bullshit. I want to play my intro that I do for Sebastian or the intro that I do for Crystal. I want to get up here and I want to share these stories with you so we can bring awareness, so we can find these children, so we can help her family get justice. It's not right.
So you could get some clout and some money?
Now, I'm going to tell everybody again. The whole photo situation did not originate from anyone to do with Terry Lynn. Just because all of us were her mods, I am no longer a mod. I handed my wrench in tonight. I was told afterwards that it was already taken. I don't mind. I was resigning anyway. But I'm going to tell you right now, Terry Lynn had nothing to do with this. It was two other of my fellow mods. We were both mods over at Terry Lynn's, and they came over and modded for me, which I was grateful for. I welcome them, and it's a wonderful experience to have friends, right? But then I wake up one day and I'm being accused of allowing bullying in a chat that I'm not even in. Not even in the chat. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do besides say, I'm so sorry that happened to you. You did not deserve that. And if I have to show the text messages, I will. I'm not going to do that unless I have to. But I'm going to tell you, this shit is ending tonight. We are not dealing with this back and forth. Everybody can be friends with everybody else. Just because somebody has a disagreement with one person doesn't mean that everybody needs to go over and listen to a whole bunch of shit about it. Because I wasn't going to talk about any of it. Because it doesn't matter to me. Because what matters to me is finding Sebastian. I was on the call when Terry Lynn was picking up her yard signs that she worked very hard to put up. I was on that call. I saw what Craddock did. But I thought, I'm not going to say that on my channel. It's not worth it. It's not worth it because it's not my experience to share. And so all I did was make sure that I could convey to you that my mind had been changed a little bit. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. And that's a lot because I think if you can admit sometimes that you were wrong or you made a mistake or you got something wrong about somebody, then I think that's a positive thing that you can come out and you can say, I was wrong and I'm sorry. It's not a big deal. Is he going to forgive me? I don't know. I don't know the guy.
Maybe you could take your shitty videos and post down. That'd probably be the right thing to
the
do.
guy. All I know is he's the one that has been on Sebastian's case since day one. So that's all I know about him. But I'm going to tell you, when I'm an advocate for people who have been harmed by other people and I don't say anything about a rotten comment like that, that's on me. When I don't talk about the elephant in the room, that's on me, because I want to get up here and I want to talk about every aspect of the case.
Let's talk about the fake photo elephant and the diagram. Let's talk about that
case. And that was one of them. And that was one that I felt was important. But I will say that when I heard him speaking, when Terry Lynn told me that he had looked her straight in the eye, those things mean a lot to me because I heard it. I heard him say, I hope Sebastian's found. All of the kids need to be found. And I didn't know who it was. And I said, oh, wow, who is that? A cop said that, We're sitting there listening. Did I feel like I should share that experience with you all? No, I didn't. But I did think I should share my feelings with you all.
I think you need to reevaluate what feelings you actually share.
I should share the truth of what I know it to be, because that's important. It's important to me. It should be important to everyone. And it's good to see you all in here, you guys. Trishy, Holly S, Stacy, good to see you. Marley, Cuckoo too, I love that. And this has to be Elizabeth. Thank you. Good to see you. Hey Wanda, Valley Babies, good to see you. Hey Christine. So I just wanted tonight to be about that, kind of what had happened. Hey Island, good to see you. And I'm sorry if I'm not paying a whole lot of attention. Hey The Path, I don't want to really read the comments, but I hope you guys are policing the chat. I don't think that we have to have that a whole lot in here. And that was my main goal of this whole situation, was to bring awareness to the kids, to have a place where people could come and talk and feel comfortable and not feel like you were an outsider. If somebody new comes in, say hello to them, get to know them. If they're weirdo, it's allowing people to be in here that are weird. I texted Terry Lynn the last time this morning, and I texted her a weirdo that had been going after me, that she said had been going after her as well. There's a man pleasuring himself online to me. And he posted my live picture, like took a screenshot and posted it up there. Okay, I have not been, Grace's gavel is not the only one that's being bullied here. Trust me. I have people calling me all kinds of weird shit.
Are they calling you a murderer?
And I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But when it comes to somebody that I was helping, like Grace's gavel, and they go on there and then Terry Lynn's like, don't follow Trisha anymore. Yeah, my name's Trisha. Don't follow her anymore. Because they all know me on a personal level. You guys might not. But I'm here to tell you, that hurt way more than some dude jerking off to me or some bunch of assholes talking shit on me. Because guess what? I can talk shit right back on them, but I don't have time for it. I don't have time, energy, interest in it.
A little birdie's been flying around saying that you were doxing people, threatening people. Get your story right. Do you care or you don't care?
At all. And I'm sorry if I'm yelling in your ears, but this is ridiculous. Come on, guys. So, truth. Terry Lynn had nothing to do with this fucking photograph because it's obviously the devil. Let's see. Number 2, Sheriff Craddock seemed to be a very good person when no one was listening, when he didn't know anybody was listening.
What? Is this bitch for real? Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going to have to work on that. Oh my God. Dang it.
Okay. Number 2, did I feel like telling you guys all of that whole experience? No, because it was a personal experience to me. But I am going to come up here and tell you that I had a change of heart. Okay. That being said, Minnie, one of my moderators, gave me this photo. I love Minnie. I think Minnie is a good person. She makes me laugh, and we've been there for each other in certain circumstances. We haven't been talking long on a personal level, but I've known her from different chats. I've known her from my chat. I think Minnie is a good person, and Minnie thought she would send me this photograph and see what I thought of it. She sent it to Gracie too. I didn't think anything of the photograph when I first saw it, so I just disregarded it, and we got to talking about something else. And then I had other things to do. Next thing I know, like 5 days later, I'll tell you, I'll give you a date because I went over this last night, but I didn't use names because I didn't feel like I should. And I felt like I wanted to just end this completely, and I wanted to edit completely, and it just keeps going and going. I see that. So just ridiculous. I mean, and I just want it to end tonight. So I'm telling you all my truth, my story, my side of it, my perspective. After this, don't ask me about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I might not even talk about it if Nancy Grace airs this week or whatever, whenever that happens, if it happens.
Oh, I bet you do.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, just because somebody else has successes, you shouldn't shit on them, especially when they shared with you. And I never would have done that. I never would have ever done that.
Are your successes part of a team that's trying to set up some parents of a missing child for murder? I'm just curious.
Done that. But I'm going to tell the truth tonight. January 23rd, 2025. I received the photograph from Minnie. Thank you, Minnie. I appreciate it. That was really nice of you. People send me a lot of stuff, and I really appreciate you guys sending me pieces of evidence from the case if you think it is, or just any little thing that can help us find these kids and help bring justice to Crystal. And really more so her sister, because she's on earth fighting for her. I received the photo again on January 28th, 2025, and that was from Gracie. And Gracie gave me the photo, and we talked about it, and I enhanced the photo, and I sent it back to her, but she didn't really say anything more about the photo. And so I was wondering, we were going back and forth about the photo, but she was talking about other things. So in the meantime, I sent it over to one of my mods. Her name is Star. I sent it to her. Star did a lot of outlining on the picture and things like that to show me what she was looking at. And I took a picture, the same one, and it labeled it and sent it back to her. So we're both looking at what each other is seeing, because we're not with each other. She's far, far away. There's Star. And I took a picture, the same one, and it labeled it and sent it back to her. So we're both looking at what each other is seeing, because we're not with each other. She's far, far away. There's Star. Sorry, Star, not to bring you into this, honey, but it's the truth. And stop going after people for this fucking photo. It's ridiculous. I can't take it anymore, you guys, and I'm not going to take it anymore. It's so ridiculous, and I've had it. So here it is. You want me to be a bitch? I'll be a bitch. Okay, so I get this photo. I send it to Star. She does that. We're looking at it. Okay, what do you think it is? What do I think it is? Okay. Oh, you see 3 people? Okay. Guys, it's about perspective. If I look at a painting, I might see something totally different than you do. And we can be standing right next to each other and be like, wow, that's amazing. But if we're not, I would take a picture of the photo and I would send it to you and I'd say, what do you think? Right? We do it every day. We do it all the time. So why is this a problem? Because I was never supposed to give it to Star in the first place, and Minnie was upset about that, and I understand why she was upset about it, and I'm sorry that happened. I didn't know that I was doing anything wrong with the photo. When you guys send me something, this is another thing that I need to get straight tonight. If you send me something and I alter that, it becomes my image, right? Because I altered it. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to give you credit for it if you want it, but I think you need to get straight tonight. If you send me something and I alter that, it becomes my image, right? Because I altered it. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to give you credit for it if you want it. But I think some people didn't even want credit at some point for this, because it's so ridiculous and it's gotten so majorly out of hand that why would they want credit for it, right? But I'm telling you who exactly was involved in this process. So don't bring Terry Lynn into it, because she's not in it. She has nothing to do with it except for the latter part, which I'll get to. Okay? Because she had nothing to do with any of this. Not a damn thing until she was involved into it, but not by me. So I went ahead. Hey, Sammy. I went ahead and posted the picture. I told Star, I'm going to post this. I was excited, right? So everybody else could look at it and tell me what they think. Isn't that what we do on YouTube? Or am I the only one that gets in trouble for this shit? Because it's fucking dumb. I never should have gotten in trouble for this. I shouldn't be involved in the mess. And I never bullied a soul. Not one single person did I bully. I did not. Because I don't bully people. I don't believe in it. I ask you all, please don't bully anybody. Thank you, Della. I don't want you guys to bully each other. I want us to have a safe place to come. I thought that was how it was at Terry's too. That's why I would only go over and chat in there. That's why I only mod for her, right? Because I'm very selective. I don't stay in the drama. I look at it and I get away from it, because I'm like, I don't want to be involved in it, because the minute that you involve yourself in it, then you become the drama, right? Then you're a part of it. So stay away from it. And please don't start it. So then I send the photos back to Gracie showing her, and I told her, and I was posting it on my community tab. Or excuse me, community wall. Posted it on my community wall. And then all of the shit started. And I have text message after text message after text message of me apologizing profusely for even posting this picture. I am sorry that anyone got hurt by this picture. If it could advance Sebastian's case, it would be worth it in the end. Right? That's what I thought. If this is going to put public pressure on the case, if it's going to keep the case alive, it's going to keep people talking about the case from day one, and you all need to go back and watch my lives. Pressure on the case. If it's going to keep the case alive, it's going to keep people talking about the case from day one, and you all need to go back and watch my lives, please. I know there's not a whole lot of hours in the day, but if you really want to make sure that Lady Freedom is not an asshole, you can go back and watch her videos. And that's weird to talk about myself like that. That was fucked up. I'm sorry. But I've had it. Go watch my videos and you all see that it was the same thing. Hey, Show Poodles. It's the same thing. Zoot and Boots, good to see you. Sorry, guys. I wanted to say hi to everybody that was coming in. Hey, MHO. But I can't, because there's too much shit going on. And that's another thing. Hey, Little Red. I can't say hi to all you guys because this is the bullshit that's going on. I can't talk about the cases that are important to me because this bullshit's going on. We should be talking about what kind of imaging they may have found when they did the 3D scan that they use for crime scenes, guys. Did you guys hear that last night? Were you guys... I mean, come on. That's important. We all wanted to hear from the Proud Feet whether it happened. We know it happened now. I didn't know what that little camera was on a tripod. I didn't know what they were doing. Okay. I'm not the queen of true crime like Nancy Grace. I'm just a creator and a small creator at that. Bear, thank you. I'm a small creator, right? So why do I bring up Nancy Grace? Because, Nancy Grace somehow got involved in this.
Nancy is
The
OG
photograph, but
tragedy
I've been
pimp
helping Gracie
girlfriend.
with her channel. You guys probably that have been here from the beginning with me know that, because I'll say drop her link, because I was given that from Terry Lynn, and I thought that was a very sweet thing to do. Another person that promoted me was Smiley. That was awesome to have and everybody else, all of you that share my videos, I appreciate it, because it's just sharing my content, right? Or just sharing what I put out there for you guys. So I think that's fantastic, and I'm thankful for it. So I pay it forward to other people, because Gracie was just starting out her channel, and I wanted her to do well, and I wanted her to be successful, and I still do. Okay, because it's important to me, especially when all of us women have been through so much already. Why do we want to tear each other apart? I sure as fuck don't. I sure as fuck won't ever do that shit. So I let Gracie use the photo. Did Gracie have a lot to do in the process looking back in hindsight? No. She simply sent me the photo. Would I have helped Gracie again and again? Fuck yeah, I'd help Gracie again and again, because she's working hard on her channel. If I didn't see her working hard on her channel, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd be like, well, no, you got to put more videos out. You got to do better. Like I would coach her. I'd help her with software, figuring out how to do stuff.
Wait, what? You're gonna coach her? You got like 2,000 subs off of a fake photo. Yeah, you're a great coach. Definitely a good coach. Little baby taco.
Stuff. I love doing that. I love it. It's I always wanted to be a teacher, so why not? If I could teach somebody something, cool. I'm going to share it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, you can't know what programs I use and it's all secretive. No, I'm not doing that. Either way, it ends up in Nancy Grace's lap. And then it's about who gets credit for what. It ends up in Bullhorn's Betty's lap, and it ends up being who got credit for what. So I go over to Betty's chat and I say, thank you, Betty, for promoting me. And then also I said, thank you so much to Grace's Gavel for collaborating with me on it. Would I have mentioned Star? Hell yeah, I'd mention Star. I love Star. I do. But she's not another creator. So she didn't want to have that on her. And boy, am I ever glad that I didn't, because this photo has gotten too out of hand, guys. It's just a photo. It's not admissible in any type of a court. They're not going to be able to use this photo as evidence. And I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear, but people have to know that that is not something that they're going to use for evidence. It's just for us to speculate on, right? It's a little nugget for us.
Dropping little nuggets of disinformation are really fun, huh?
It's our shit right here on the internet, not going into the court systems. It's what we're going to speculate on, right? It's a little nugget for us. That's our shit right here on the internet, not going into the court systems. It's what we're going to talk about, and I'm sorry that some of you are upset about me talking about the photo. I didn't know that. I realize that now. So I never wanted anybody to get hurt by the photo. I wanted you guys to use your brains. Tell me what you thought, because it amazed me that I saw something completely different than Star. But then when Star sent it back to me, I was like, wow, okay, I see what you see now. That's what it's about. And if I don't see what she sees now, I could tell her, well, what about this? I see this, and send it back to her. Oh no, I see. Okay, I see that then. Guys, it's purely speculation, and it's kind of fun. Not in a case that a missing child is being missing, right? But it's kind of fun to bounce. I see. Okay, I see that then. Guys, it's purely speculation, and it's kind of fun. Not in a case that a missing child is being missing, right? But it's kind of fun to bounce ideas off of each other and see if we can help advance the case even just a little bit. Just like with Gabby Petito's case, I use that as an example. If those van life YouTubers had not been out there doing their van life stuff, they would have never rolled by Gabby Petito's van, and then Gabby Petito may not have been found. She may not have been found for a long time if it wasn't for them, but they had the footage of them rolling past her.
Oh yeah, you're
So,
a complete idiot.
Again, I think that's probably why Nancy Grace saw some validity in this and wanted to talk about it, right? Because
Nancy Grace is the OG tragedy pimp girl.
Because it's something to speculate on. There are figures that look like people. Guys, if it was a picture, let's just put it this way. If there was a picture and it was a dog or a building or what we were looking at last.
Oh, like I Spy. What do you see here?
Chris's face on the face that I saw. Not gonna lie. I want you to tell me what you honestly think. Am I onto something or am I not? Because I really think this is something.
Looking at last night, the lights, we were trying to find out what the reflection was off of the lights and things like that from the windows, right? Is that a reflection? Is that lights coming from another source? We were trying to find the source. Nobody should get their ass jumped for saying what they think that is. Nobody should have a cow about it. Somehow that was all right, but this photo business got out of hand because
it's absolute bullshit.
Yeah. Gracie didn't think she was getting the credit that she deserved. And I'm here to tell you, You can't expect it. You have to keep working at it. Every single video that I put out for you guys, I try to make it better and better and better for you. That way, if
Better and better and better. What? Bullshit? Yeah, that got you a lot. It got you a lot of subs. Let's see how long that lasts. Girlfriend.
if one of those bigger creators says, wow, that's good work, like Justin congratulated me. He said that was good work. And I said, thank you.
I would say to you, do you know what Justin has actually done to true crime? True crime's what I call it. Do you know? I mean, in my opinion, he actually even caused somebody to unalive himself because of the pressures of social media that he hid from for a long, long time. It's very sad, actually. But you people think you have the right to do this. It's fucked up, man. You're ruining people's lives who are already in a state of chaos, and you're just making it worse. And you have no idea who is innocent, who is guilty, and you have no credentials to assume so. You're just some chick with a fucking mic and a camera, okay? You don't even have a nice computer and nice equipment, apparently, or a job. Maybe you should work on getting that job, girl. This isn't going to pay for you, I promise. No, no, no. Hater channels unite.
You know, and I said that was good work for you because guess what, guys? Unbeknownst to all of us, he was working on the photo too. He was working on the photo too. And then we have Gracie going calling him a liar. And because guess what, guys? Unbeknownst to all of us, he was working on the photo too. He was working on the photo too. And then we have Gracie going calling him a liar and all of this other nonsense. And that's when it started. That's when this stuff started. So it wasn't a bullying situation. What it was somebody going from channel to channel to channel, making messes, and then went into this mod chat. And then that's where the ugliness happened, right? Because nobody's going to be able to see it besides the people in the mod chat. That's why please stay out of the freaking mod chats. They're not anything to be into, okay? If you want drama and problems and all these friggin' issues, go find a mod chat because that's where you guys will be the ugliest because nobody's going to say anything about it. Now, with that being said, there was a lot of people that were being pushed, okay? So I don't condone bullying. I'm sorry for what happened to Gracie. But at the end of the day, we all do shit that we regret. We all say things that we don't regret or that we don't mean. We do that. We're people. I could inadvertently hurt you or something like that. And I wouldn't even know about it till you told me. And when she told me, I'd say, look, I'm sorry. I didn't want to do that to you. Even if you felt bad for something I said or was offended by it, and you sent me an email and said, Lady Freedom, I don't really like the way you said this. And then I would say, well, what about it bothered you? You know, let's talk about it. We talk about it. That happened. I didn't know that was going on. I had no idea herself. She was proud of herself and she should be. I wanted her to be. We posted another picture that another wonderful creator had messed with a little bit, and we decided to post that one. Guys, it's not. We had posted another picture that another wonderful creator had messed with a little bit, and we decided to post that one. Guys, it's not anything wrong that anybody else isn't doing. So why is it getting so much negativity? Is it true? Are those people in the photo? I don't know, but it sure seems like it was made out of like.
Oof. Let's go look at her community wall. Ooh, let's look at her videos. Yeah. All right, let's go.
Either a mountain was made into a molehill or what. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but all I know is I've lost some friends over this, and I don't even give a fuck about the picture. I don't, because it's not evidence. It's speculation. It was supposed to be a fun project for us all to work on, and we would all get credit for it, and it'd all be great. But then somebody wasn't happy with that outcome, because all of a sudden Nancy Grace came into the mix, and I'm on her podcast, which big deal. I wanted my daughter to be proud of me. I wanted my mom in Missouri to be proud of me. But it's just another day for me. She plays my podcast. It's cool. It's just another day. I still have other things I need to talk about Sebastian. And I asked last night that we start talking about different things, you know. Thanks for being a member, Path. And Trishy, I saw something pop up from you. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you, Trishy. Thank you. In the shape of a heart, good to see you. Nash Native, good to see you. Nash Native, you could leave. Nash Native, what you need to understand is that you're another one that likes to go to all the channels and stir the pot. And this was the problem, that you guys stirring the freaking pot behind the scenes. Thank you, The Path. You have the most beautiful energy. I love you, The Path. You're awesome. You guys are all awesome. You know what I mean? I'm just a regular person up here. Thank you. for saying that, but I'm just a regular old person. I just wanted to help another fellow creator. I want us all to have a nice place to be on YouTube, because some of the places that we go on YouTube can be anything but nice or safe. You know, and I didn't doctor a photo. That photo was a screenshot from Justin's channel. It was sent to me, and I enhanced the photo so we could see the image better. And I showed that entire process in my video. So if anybody would care to go watch the process that I did, because I was very transparent with the process, feel free to go over and look at that. But sometimes it doesn't matter, okay? Sometimes it doesn't even matter if you tell your side of the story or if you don't. It doesn't really matter, because people are going to think whatever people want to think. So that's fine. And I want that. That's why I did this. What do you guys see? What do I see? I'll tell you what I see. What do you see? It's not hard, and we do it every day on YouTube. It was not a doctored photo, though. Princess Buttercup, thank you for being here. And it's not. It's just something that could bring attention to Sebastian's case. I wasn't the only one showing it. It was not my original work. I took the photo that was sent to me by two people, one on January 23rd, the other one on January 28th. So 5 days went by from the first time I received the photo to the second time that I received the photo. And I felt bad, because I said, boy, Minnie probably thinks I didn't really even look at it the first time, because here I am posting it up, you know? So I understand that, and I'm sorry. I didn't want to make anybody feel bad or anything. It was just something that I wanted you guys to see. I didn't think it was going to blow up like it did. I really didn't. But when people are being called liars, I don't think that's right, because if we're all working towards a goal with Sebastian, then we're all working towards a goal with Sebastian. It's absolutely cool that Justin was thinking on it and Chris Hall was thinking on it. I didn't even know Chris Hall was thinking on it. So that's pretty cool. Isn't it? Or is it selfishness? Or do we just want to be out for ourselves? Because that's what it's starting to feel like. And it's starting to look like when there's these witch hunts and going from group to group to group to group. You will not catch my ass doing that. I do not do that. I do not. I have no time to do that. Oops, sorry. I am too busy creating videos for you guys. The videos that I put out, guys, sometimes those videos can take hours and hours to create. And I want to push them out for you guys. And when I can't push out the videos like the one that I've been saving for Crystal, that is just absolutely disgusting and sick to me. And I will not continue to participate in this total shit show that was created in the exact way that I'm explaining it to you all right now. I got onto a phone call after I was informed of there being a bullying situation in a chat that I left months ago. And I do mean months ago. And so I said, okay. And I listened. I said, what happened? And I said, I don't believe in that. But I'm not going to go back and bully anybody else because they were bullied. That's not my style. And that's not how I will ever be, because I was taught that was wrong. And I learned that it was wrong because everyone has been in a situation where they have recognized that there are there's bullying going on, and they don't say anything. I wasn't even in the chat. I was nowhere near it. I was asleep, snoozing, which doesn't come easy for me because I have the complex PTSD. That's why it doesn't come easy for me. It was very upsetting that nobody wanted to hear my thoughts or feelings. They just wanted me to go bully somebody else because somebody else was bullied of their friends. That's not what I'm going to do. Even if you're my friend, I'm still not going to go off and bully with you. I'm not going to go troll with you. I'm not going to do anything like that with you. I did, however, go into Justin's. I went into Justin's because Gracie says that he was not wanting to promote her. And so I went in there and I said, yeah, come on. And we went in there. I did a business maneuver, which is called bringing your friends to network. And we did that. And Justin happily dropped these links, right? Why wouldn't he? He didn't have anything to do with it. He had no dog in the fight. So she was happy about it. Everything was fine until it wasn't, because she kept it going on and on to other channels, taking all the credit for what was to be this photo. Okay? To be this photo, which I don't care about the photo. I care about people. And if somebody's hurt by it, even Gracie, when she's as mad as she is and is doing all these things behind the scenes, making videos about me on her channel, fine. I still don't want her to be hurt by it. I'm still sorry she was ever hurt by it. But remember that she sent that photo to me and got upset with me. I gave her full credit too. Now, I don't know many creators that give credit to the people that send them information. Sometimes there's information that people send you and you know absolutely no, they don't want credit and they want you to shut up about it, but they want you to know about it. There's a couple of things like that that I get sent, and I enjoy that, and I know the difference. But this was something that she wanted to collaborate with me on, and I collaborated with her on it. I'm somebody that if you guys ask me to collaborate, I'm going to do it because I want to network with people, and I think it's fun. I think it's fun to network with people, because if you get to know somebody and you can build each other up, then that's great. It's a win-win situation. But when you want to sit there and take all the credit for all the work that you really didn't even do any of it, it was my image after I changed it. That's where we have a problem, because you're causing all of these problems, and then people call you out in a private chat that I was not in, and all of a sudden it's my fault. I can only say I'm sorry so many times for something I didn't do. I can only say something so many times for somebody to just drop it already. Leave it alone. Stop. And that's all I kept begging for that to happen. Please stop. Please stop. It ends now. I sent all of the text messages, even though Terry Lynn was never involved in this photo. I sent all of the text messages of mine and Star's to Terry Lynn so she could see what was going on. She neglected to look at those photos of the screenshots, or she would understand exactly the process and exactly how it happened. Because I'm interested in that, because I'm being called a bully on her channel for me helping her friend that she said she's had for 10 years. That's crazy to me. That is, I can't even believe this is happening right now. And I'm sitting up here talking about someone other than Sebastian and other than Crystal, because they are the ones that matter. And you can't be bullied for something that you started. Do I condone everybody at the same time? Because that's what happened to me on the phone call. I had multiple people after me on this phone call telling me I was wrong. Multiple people on this phone call, which I'm not going to ever say who was on that phone call. Multiple people on that phone call were about me getting me on the phone and about making me go and bully somebody else. Well, guess what? I am not doing that, and I never, ever will. So if that's why anybody wants to be friends with me, think again, because I'm not going to do it. I will, however, stand up for what's right. And if Gracie was thinking that she wasn't getting enough credit for the photo, then I was going to help her do that. If she wanted to be dropped over at Justin's, and I was getting my link dropped over there, then I'm going to help her get her link dropped over there, because that's what I believe in. I believe in helping other people. I believe in loving other people. I believe in treating everybody how you want to be treated. I am a good person, and I don't need this crap. And then that's why other creators don't help other creators, I guess. Maybe I just had to learn a hard lesson I don't understand. Maybe that's it. But at the end of the day, I don't need my name dragged through the mud over something that I didn't even do. And when I looked at it, after I saw all the stuff that was going on all over the internet with her, it wasn't bullying. It was her spreading all this crap and starting all these fires. Guys, if you start fires all over the place, remember that those fires are over there burning. So every single time you do that, they're not being put out. They're continuing to burn. So why are you over there going from channel to channel to channel, ruffling feathers, acting crazy, doing all these just absolutely crazy things? It's not worth it. What is it accomplishing to find Sebastian is my question. Because while she was doing that, I was over here creating other videos, getting ready for the live streams, post it. I have to take whatever video I'm using, and I have to cut it up, and I have to save it piece by piece on here. That takes time for us to do clips and stuff like that. So if we watch like 12 clips, it takes about like an hour and a half to like upload all of those clips and stuff. That's what I need to be doing, not going back and forth and being a superhero for someone who has put fires all day, set fires all day. But I'm going to go in and rescue them from the fire? Why should I? I already put myself out there plenty. And maybe I should apologize to Justin now that I'm thinking about it, because it was his chat that I came in with her. So maybe I should go apologize to Justin. Do you guys see how this is fucked up and how it started? Because I'm here to tell you that I don't want to talk about this ever the fuck again. I shouldn't have all these text messages in my phone taking up space, taking away from Sebastian's and Crystal's case, because now I have to take time to go through all of that, put it on a thumb drive in case you guys want to start some shit with me again. Is it worth it? Hell no. Thank you, dumb bones. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So, losing a friend over a stupid photo is not worth it. It's not. And I told them that, but that wasn't good enough. I told each and every one of them that. I am sorry that anybody got hurt. I don't care. I even sat on that phone call and said, I will tell Nancy Grace that I don't want to be on her show. And they said, I think that's a good idea. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to have a smoke. I'm just going to put my camera off. But this is very ridiculous, and I don't want anybody hurting any further from this, and I don't want any more crap about it, but I am going to get up there, and I am going to get up here, and I am going to talk about it, because I was being so heavily bashed in the chat, and they were bullying me over there earlier, just right before I came online. And I thought, you know what, this needs to be addressed, because if it's not, then it's just going to keep going. I feel like I have been gaslit the path. I feel like that's exactly what it was. I don't know what exactly the outcome they wanted was. Thank you, Hey Jude. I don't, hey Monty Smokes. I don't know. And Seven True, good to see you. Yeah, Justin's okay. He's not even involved in this, really. It's just more that we used his photo. It's just that we used his photo, which I was grateful for. I'm very grateful for it. You know, high hope floats. Yeah, Justin's cool. He's another creator. He's a huge creator, and I was honored to be mentioned by him. I was honored to, just all of it. It's something that it's nice to get to know other creators because I'm growing my channel too. So thank you, Many Panthers. I didn't do anything like. I just decided that if that was going to end everything, then I would end it that way, and I would say I wouldn't even do any of it, or have them when they do the actual show. I'll just have them take that piece out for me, because it's already on a podcast, so we can't change that. But if it was going to help a friendship and it was going to, hey, reach for the sky, hey, Shadow, NYC, Urbanesta, good to see you. But if it's gonna change a friendship, if it's gonna make it so everybody's fighting and everybody's upset and everybody's hurt, then I don't want anything to do with it, right? Because it just makes me feel like it wasn't even a good thing to begin with then to do. Thank you, Detroit Rock City. Thank you for all of your kind comments, guys. I just want to come up here and just show you guys how bad a situation can get when we have someone who's super, super angry, and then we have, people that were a little red, people that were willing to help a friend, because of course you want to help your friends. Everybody wants to stick up for their friends, but when you say you're sorry a million times, you can't say much more than I'm sorry again. And then after a while, you start getting frustrated yourself, and that's exactly what happened. It's like I was tired of apologizing, and I kept saying to drop it, and nobody wanted to drop it. So every time someone would bring it up, I would address their concern, and then I would say, okay, can we please drop this now? I mean, I don't know what else to do besides let me know how you feel. But guys, we have to at some point come to a solution. And maybe I want to jump to a solution too quickly, and maybe that's where I went wrong. But I wanted everything to be okay with everybody. So anything they were wanting to, do. No, you can't see me. It's not BHB. She didn't bully me. She promoted me, which was nice of her, and I really, really appreciate it. So no, she's not doing that. And guys, I understand that, sometimes people will see things from different perspectives, and I understand that, and I'm okay with that. But my problem is that when you just won't stop on the same subject, and it goes on for days and days and days, and then I'm being accused of doing that, it's not true. The last thing I said to Terry Lynn was that weirdo, because she said he stalks her too, and he does. He stalks Brittany J as well. It's disgusting. That guy is a nasty person who should not be on YouTube. Thank you for the cigarettes in the chat, Jude. It's gross. And then that was the last thing I said to her was, this morning, because I was like, look, this is the video that I was telling you about the other day, because I didn't realize that that's what he was doing until I sent it to someone else, and they were like, ew, do you know what he's doing? And I'm like, no. And she's like, listen really closely. And I put my earbuds in, and I listened really closely, and I was like, oh, okay, so he is doing that nasty stuff to my whatever and posting it on the internet, and it's like really gross, right? But what can you do about any of that kind of stuff? You can't really do anything about it. So it's like one of those things where what can you do? What can you do about it? You can't do anything. You have to just take it in stride, and you just, but since he was doing that same thing to Terry Lynn, I figured I would let her know like what he was actually doing and show her. And I thought as a friend, she would be like, oh, gross. And give me some advice on what to do with that character, because I don't know what to do. I guess you could report him, but you can't really even tell what it is until you really listen, which is whatever. I mean, there's creeps out there everywhere. It's not the first time a creep is, I've encountered a creep. But it's also something that I was like, is there something I can do about it? Maybe that she knows, or how'd you get him to stop making videos about you? Do I just wait for him to get enamored with somebody else, or what? It's weird. To me, that whole deal is weird. It's so disgusting. It's so disgusting, Tricia. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it's just gross. And then like I was dealing with that, and I was just dealing with like other people hurt by this photo, and those are the two things that really bothered me. And because please don't ever troll anybody for me, guys, because they don't bother me. They're just whatever. It's just I'll make a video if it really bothers me. Like, you guys will know if it bothers me, but don't troll them, because then it just makes us all look bad. And that's what they want. They want that extra attention and that sort of thing. So it's just not even a good thing to do. But at the end of the day, I would like things to stop. I would like things to go back to the way that they were, to a certain extent. There's not a whole lot that I can do at this point besides come up here and say how I feel, say what happened from my perspective. And anybody that was in that mod chat that didn't like immediately have one person's back or the other. I don't care about that. I don't even care what happened in there at this point, because to me, it wasn't anything that had to do with anything for the cases and stuff like that, right? It was all going channel to channel to channel to channel and then going in there and doing it. You cannot do that. It's not going to work out for you. It's going to cause more trouble. So if there's other situations out there like this, you guys, don't do that. If you're upset about something, don't go from channel to channel to channel to channel all day long causing problems, and then go into a private arena and then cause problems in there, because you don't know what the outcome is going to be, right? And in my opinion, everyone was wrong in that situation. It's just like, remove her out of there if she's being crazy, but it wasn't my thing to do, right? And the thing is that I think that everyone had good intentions. I think everyone's heart was in the right place. They were upset for their own reasons. We can't hold that against them for life because they were upset one time and they had feelings and they voiced the feelings. And hold on, I'm gonna have to get this thing here plugged in. But we can't do that. We can't do that to each other. We can't do that to ourselves. What's the mod chat? Merge. Well, it was supposed to be something like where we would talk in there about true crime, and then I could always post links for the people who were modding for me, so they could get links, right? So they can get links for the day. I need to be a lot better about that. That's why last night I was like, I need you mods, email me at the email address, and I got it too, guys. It's ladyfreedomsmodsquad@gmail.com, and that's just it. You know, it's ladyfreedomsmodsquad@gmail.com. So with that being said, I want to send you guys links and stuff like that daily. I want to send you guys that kind of stuff. That way you have it. And you can, do that. You can do whatever you want with those links. I don't expect anything out of you guys as mods, but as much as I expect you guys just not to allow the bullying and the, the discord. We don't want the discord, because once that starts happening, it gets really, really, it puts us in a really weird position, right? Because it's like somebody's upset in the chat, and we can try to make them feel better or whatever, but sometimes that those people that are saying the really rude things, you already know they're not going to stop saying the rude things, right? Because I'm a big believer in giving people a second chance. But when they do stuff like that, and that the comment is so nasty that it's, just take it out of there. Because everybody has the right to talk, but everybody doesn't have a right to be an asshole. You can't just be an asshole and expect people to be nice to you. You can't. If you're going around causing trouble all day long, it's going to come back to you, because that's how it works. It just comes back to you. So I was trying really, really hard. And I know there were a lot of people. And please, let me say this. Do not ever feel like I'm going to make you choose between me or anyone else ever in your whole entire life. It's not that big of a deal to me. I know that you can click a button and you can subscribe. I know that you can click a button and unsubscribe. And if that's what you feel like in your heart, then do it. Please, by all means. If you guys are in here and you're watching me and you see something else that looks cooler to watch, please, by all means, come back and watch the replay. I don't care. I want you guys to do whatever you're going to do. This is not a cult. This is not me telling you, you must do this no, that's not me. I don't do that. I do, however, make it a point to tell the truth. I do, however, want to say that I don't have a job other than YouTube. I haven't had a job for the last year. So I didn't file taxes this year. I didn't file taxes for last year. I hope I am going to be doing it this year. But I'm doing YouTube. I do not have a job. I moved out of state. So I moved from Missouri to Florida. So I don't have any other type of job. I might go get a side job. But I mean, it's just one of those things where that's my prerogative in my business. But they were saying tonight that I was using my job to get people's information. I don't have a job. So how would I be using my job to get people's information? Thankfully, some of you guys know that I don't have a job. But some of you guys that don't know might think, like, what kind of job does Lady Freedom have that she's out there doing this? Like, I don't want you to think that. Or I would have never even come up and addressed it. I would have let them say all kinds of bad stuff about me. But the things that I wanted to address were the things that weren't true. Because that's what really bothered me. And I wrote a couple of them down from what I heard. I woke up late. She was already like an hour and a half into her thing, or probably an hour into it. So that's the first one. I never worked anywhere where when Terry Lynn said that her friend had passed away, I was on the phone and I told her I'm sorry that her friend passed away. I'm sorry that that was somebody that was really close to your brother, and I apologize. But again, that's not my fault. I didn't have anything to do with that either. And so, but I did apologize to her, and I did tell her if she needs me, I'm here for her, because I thought we had that type of a relationship. So I never overlooked that. But when I'm being accused of telling people someone's first name, or as she put it, their government name, and I never did that, again, I'm going to say, no, I didn't do that. I did not do that. And I'm not going to let you blame me for doing that. I'm not going to let you gaslight me into thinking that I had anything to do with it when I didn't have anything to do with it. Because what I do all day is worry about what I'm going to put out for you all tonight. Whatever I worry about all day is how am I going to get justice for somebody? What can I do to help? What can I do to help? And right now, I don't feel like I helped anything with the photo. So there's that. I'm sorry if anybody got hurt by the photo, because I never wanted that to happen. Never, ever, ever in a million years did I think I'm going to hurt somebody with this post. Never. And if I did, and if you did feel bad or sad or angry, I'm sorry, because that's not my intention, and I never wanted that for you. There's another really good person out there, and I'm not even going to mention their name, but I did read the chat from last night, and I realized that they were upset. I haven't even had time to reach out to that person because I've been dealing with all of this crap. So that person's out there still feeling bad. Does that make me feel good? Hell no, it doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel like shit, and it makes me feel like I need to apologize. And that's exactly what I did when they just sprung it on me, like, oh, there was some bullying going on in the chat. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then I texted her again and let her know how sorry I was. And again, and again, and again, until I can't say I'm sorry anymore. I don't have a job that I use to get people's information. If I wanted to get someone's information, I would probably go to their Facebook and start there. If I wanted to get information on anyone, I would probably go pay for whatever those sites are that you can pay for to get information. I don't have one of those. And anybody that wants to be really truthful that I thought was my friend, she can come forward and say that to people, but she won't, because she was already on their side and I didn't know it. When I got on the phone call, I had everybody that wasn't on my side on the phone call, and I was the only dumb one that showed up to the fucking party. But what was really cool about that phone call was the fact that Eric Craddock was in that phone call. And for me, maybe that's just my parting gift for being friends with those people. Maybe that's just something that God wanted me to see. So we can take it with a grain of salt. We can take it however we want. You guys can think I'm lying. I'm not. You guys can think that I wanted to play with somebody's photo and I wanted to alter the photo for a mean reason, but I didn't. But please don't say I made the image, because I did. That's like the biggest lie, is that I made the image. Another big lie that it was done in Terry's mod chat. It was not. It was done on my personal phone, back and forth to Minnie, Gracie, and Star. And again, I'm sorry, Star. I know I shouldn't be including you in this, but it's the truth. And so now moving forward, one thing that I can do to be proactive about not allowing for this to happen again would be if I go ahead and just say, if you send me something, I'm going to say it's my image or whatever. If you send me a clip, obviously that's different because it's a clip from someplace else, right? So please don't stop sending me stuff, guys. Please don't stop engaging. Excuse me, to find Sebastian. Please don't stop doing that, because I really believe that that's what they want. And I'm not talking about, what I'm talking about is, let me rephrase this. This image is nothing, really. But if it shows people, as I think and I perceive that it does, then whoever is in this photo doesn't want this photo out, right? They're upset about it. They have cronies coming in here telling me that I'm a fraud and I made this up. I'm not the only one that they're doing that to, by the way. It's funny how I've told the origins of this photo so many times I'm blue in the face, but nobody wants to believe me or listen. It's one of those things. I might have to go grab my other charger, you guys. Give me 1 second, please. Pretty please. So guys, that's all I wanted to really say about that situation. I didn't want to keep it going. I think that it has gotten way too far out of hand. I am grateful for everyone who shared the photo, who found it to be interesting, who, when they looked at the photo, saw what I see, or what I saw. I'm grateful for whoever didn't, because at the end of the day, thank you, 5D. I really appreciate you. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. It was just something for you guys to look at. And I had fun working with other people on a common goal, because there was no doubt in my mind, and there's still no doubt in my mind, by the way, that these people want Sebastian found too. Terry Lynn wants him found. Obviously, she searches for him every day. You have Gracie, who's starting her channel and talks about a lot of cases out there as well. Not just Sebastian's case. So she's interested in true crime. She's interested in putting the stories out there. You have Minnie, who is a wonderful person who only wants Sebastian to be found. And the same with this other person. But this other person means the world to me, and I don't want them getting hurt. It's just because that's the distraction that we can't have. You can't let people distract you from the purpose, right? So that's a big one for me. And I have to remind myself of that every day, guys. I get really guilty of that too, because I'll be, oh, this over here, and then this over here, and then this over here. And Wiley says, I was thinking thing 1 and thing 2 when I saw the shadowy pic. LOL. That is funny. Yes. Def no names nest. I see this, and we were talking about it. But the cool thing is it's a thing. So I thought that was really cool too. And then, and for you to label Chris, Katie, and Sebastian, there have been more threats because of the desire to pin blame on them. Well, One Shot, I can understand your point. And that's why I said I should have put question marks, because that way people would understand that it wasn't directly blaming them, because I wasn't directly blaming them. I didn't even know what was in the photo to begin with. So I labeled Chris because that way I was wondering if she had saw his face too. And that was my main goal for doing that, was to show her. And then her main goal for wondering if she had saw his face too. And that was my main goal for doing that, was to show her. And then her main goal for labeling the picture was to go ahead and show me what she was seeing, right? But I agree with you. I needed to be more clear about it being speculative on the photo, because I did make it speculative in the comments, but the photo could have been more speculative. But I find it really strange that SF Investigates is the one that pushed that photo around. He made a video and put the photo in the video. So if they were so offended by their names being in the photo, then maybe their PI shouldn't have put it out there. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. Hey, call me Jean Anna. Nice to see you. Only compare it to Chris. I compared it to Seth because he's another man, right? It looked like a man to me. It didn't look like a woman, first of all. And then also the facial hair. I could see the facial hair, and I'll show you in this one. And maybe you won't see the facial hair the way I see it. It's okay. It's okay. But I think it's worth looking at. In the other enhanced photo. And this is from another. So that's it right there. Especially in the other enhanced photo. And this is from another creator. Limelight Girl, Limelight Punk. So it was not a little consideration that was given, but if you look at this photo, it looks like a man in the photo. In the second photo over here, it looks like a man. It doesn't look like a woman. So when I'm considering this, I'm not blaming it on anybody. I'm considering it. And as a matter of fact, I'll read you my post that I posted, because I did take thought to write this post out. And I did take the time to read the post. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. Purely speculative, but what do you see? Purely speculative. One Shot. If you don't stop it, you're going to leave, because I'm not going to put up with this crap. It's ending tonight, guys. It's ending tonight. Star, I have zero to hide about intentions or opinions. Do not blame anyone else. Thank you. No more, guys. If those people are going to come in here acting fools, please. Another one. One more diagram. What I see. I was working on this photo a lot, guys, because I think, in my opinion, that it has something to do with Sebastian's disappearance. If people want to be pissed off at me for that, then I can't help you there. I can't. I'm not going to try to help, because it's not helping. I was trying to help. This is the one that I originally sent to, and I shouted out Grace's gavel. I took a photo sent to me from X. And this, you guys, you can go look on my community wall if you don't believe me. That's where these are coming from. This is my absolute community wall. And it says, I took a photo sent to me from Grace's gavel. And the reason why I didn't include Minnie was because she sent me a picture 5 days before that. And plus, she's not another creator. So I didn't involve her. If I did that, I'd be exhausted. People send people images. And if you guys are sending things to people and you don't want it out there, then you guys need to say that too. You guys can't just be like, oh, here, look at this. You know what I mean? Obviously, if you sent me something like Chris's confession, or, let's just even play Russian roulette. If you sent me Seth's confession that he was the one behind all of this and he did all of this, or Katie, any of them, or if there was some guy that abducted or did something like that, or some lady that abducted or did something like that, guys, I mean, it's just like any of them. It's just like any of them. You have to take it with a grain of salt. I'm not the end all be all, and I'm not trying to be. But I said I took a photo sent to me from X and at Grace's gavel. because the photo was told, it was told to me by Grace that the photo was on X, that she was, because I was like, where'd you get this? You know, I'm curious to know where I got it, right? So that's not a little bit of consideration, it's a lot. And Star didn't ask to be put into all of this, but I think she has been put into it long enough. So if you guys are going to be rude, then you guys need to leave. And so I see Stepfoot carrying Sebastian. Never, ever, ever said his name on that one. So that was a good thing, I guess, in hindsight. Just like Bobby the neighbor said, someone was carrying something over their shoulder. Looks like a man carrying a person with their arm draped over the shoulder. Looks like CP. Do you see what I see? And this was the enhanced photo, and you can see it came from Justin. If you look at the top, and you guys watch Justin. And this was the enhanced photo, and you can see it came from Justin. If you look at the top, and you guys watch Justin, that's his background. That's his background. Sorry, I just moved my table over a bit. Those are the ones I posted, 3 photos. So, you know, there's not much more I could do to explain all of this. Thank you, Trishy. So, I mean, it's just gotten too out of hand, guys. It's gotten too out of hand. And if you guys, my problem with everything is that if you are wondering or you have a question, why wouldn't you come to the source? Because it is the photo that I worked on, right? So if there was a question about it, I just wish they would have came to the source. But then again, I can't expect people to do the right thing. And especially when I consider the source and who those people are, they're not going to do the right thing. Queen Bee is not going to reach out to me and say, what happened? What really happened, Trisha? She's not going to do that. She's not going to do that. You think Illuminati's going to reach out to me and ask me anything about it before she goes running her mouth? Nope. But they have my email. It's right on my channel. I don't, you know. And I would be fine to go. If they said, do you mind if would you like to come up on my panel? I might consider it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but they don't do that. They just go off and make up all the lies. And she made this photo up. No, I didn't. It came from another creator. And he didn't make the photo up either. I'm here to tell you. So stop. Wispy Wispy Krama says, look like fools that what's coming out right now, the picture of C and K carrying Sebastian is fake, proven fake, but you know that, don't you, Lady Freedom? No, I don't know that, actually. Krama in the name, guys. Just remember, consider the source. Krama in the name. I'm not Krama. I'm True Crime. I am True Crime. I'm not Krama. I'm True Crime. I am True Crime.
You just keep telling yourself that.
Alive, good to see you. So Justin caused this by not being honest, basically. No, I don't think so. I think that he was honest to begin with, because guess what? His team was working on the photo. Chris Hall actually said that too, that they had been working on it. So no, Justin did not lie about anything. What was going on behind the scenes is that Gracie was telling everybody that Justin was a liar, and that's not true. In this situation, has Justin ever lied in his life? He's not a fucking unicorn. So yeah, he's probably lied in his lifetime. Did he lie to me? No. I haven't lied. He hasn't lied to me. He hasn't said anything bad to me. He hasn't done anything to me. So no, he didn't lie. What happened is that they were going to his channel while he was up on panel and causing trouble, which I didn't know that at that time. Although all I thought I was doing is going into his chat and helping Gracie, because I didn't know if he knew that she worked on it with me. But she didn't really, when I went back and looked at all of the text messages, she didn't even really work on it with me. She only just sent it to me. And then as soon as I put it into my editing software and changed the photo, it became my photo. At that point, it was no longer the same photo as Justin put up, right? That's kind of how it works. Now, if I had taken that same photo and only used that one and labeled what I saw on it and posted it up, it would have been quite different. But that's not what happened. Yeah, I think people should do more research too, Faye. Thanks for being here. I do. I think people need to do more research on it. And if you ever, you know, what's I think is really cool too is if there's ever something that I say up here and you all, it's like it sparks you to want to go do found, and like that would be the coolest conversation ever, right? Because I'm learning something new. I don't want to sound like a dummy up here. I'm trying not to anyway. But there's only so much that you can do to make other people happy. And if you don't stay true to yourself, then, you know, Lady Roses, thank you for bringing it back to Sebastian. And guys, I just can't really talk a whole lot about him tonight because I don't feel like it's fair to put him in the middle of things, but I do want to put his vigil up because I think it's important that everybody knows that. going anywhere. Thank you. I'm not Lisa, and I couldn't allow them to think that they were going to take me out like for something I didn't do. If I did something and I was doing this for a couple of days, and it's because they were upset and because they were hurt. And we all do things when we're upset and when we're hurt that sometimes aren't the best things. That's why we don't always have to react. That's the hardest part for me, is that they wanted me to react right away before I even got any of the information. I can't do that. That's not fair to anybody involved. You guys, you guys wouldn't want that done to you. Like to see what happened and you find out that the other person started all of it. That's not good. That's not bullying then. It's just not. And I'm sorry. And it's not right for anybody to feel bad. So of course, people were feeling bad. And so I was trying to make sure I called everybody and talked to them. I talked to a lot of people at length about it. I tried to, smooth things over. I don't want anybody to feel bad. I really don't. Susan says, I have a feeling sometimes SF puts out a picture just to see what people come up with. Exactly. He does. I mean, he's blurring things out. He's making a big deal about these photos. He put a fake timestamp on it, it looks like. I don't know any surveillance videos that timestamps look like that. Maybe they do now. Maybe they have some new technology, but that font was all wrong. Yeah, Tori Banks, that was another misconception about this photo, that it was from the Idaho 4. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know much about, I haven't looked. I haven't even taken a look to see what photo or what context or video they think that this came from the Idaho 4, but I'm almost positive that I can tell you that it didn't come from the Idaho 4. I mean, I can't tell you 100% because obviously I haven't looked at it, but I'm trying to stay fair-minded. But if you guys have that proof, send it to my email. If somebody out there has proof that it's the Idaho 4 pic, I will bust that shit wide open tomorrow. Calling you a liar. I know how that feels tonight. That's why I'm even up here dealing with this stuff. Because it's not right. And nobody deserves to be told they're a liar. Of course people are going to come after you for it. I would never dream of going out and spreading hate around the internet and then no repercussions necessary.
Wait. Hold on. I'm speechless. And I know all of you are probably speechless too. You're not out here trying to spread hate? Okay.
Necessary. You can't do that. Lil Red had nothing to do with this photo, guys. Nothing at all. The only thing she did was do enhancements, which I thought were fantastic because she's a smart woman and she's a fantastic creator. There's no reason for her to be dragged into this because she works with the computer like crimes, and now they want the ones getting somewhere are attacked. This is insane. This is a missing boy involved. I couldn't have said it better. Like, my brain's a little bit fried, guys, but in the same way, it's like, I can't say that any better. We're just here to work the crimes. We're just here to check out information. There's nothing that I'm going to say that is going to make anything in the case really advance. But I think if we talk about it, we're keeping his case out there. If this does become some kind of a smoking gun that the police didn't have, that'd be fantastic. Great for us, but more so for Sebastian being found, for there being justice for him. Because at this point, I believe that justice needs to happen for him. Whoever it is needs to be brought to justice. He just didn't deserve it. And that's one thing that I know doesn't mean it's true. And also, I thought that it would be something fun that you guys would like to do, to consider this, right? It would be something interesting. It's extremely difficult when we don't have a lot of information in a case for us just to discard any kind of information that comes in. So when there's a piece of information, I think it is interesting, and I think it's thought-provoking, and people have a good time when they're able to say what they want to say about something and be heard and validated. And that's pretty much all it was especially with Star and I, because we were looking at it together. Star says nobody caused anything except a bunch of speculation on a case everyone is already speculating on. 100%. So why is it not okay for me to do it? Because I'm a new creator, And okay, I will. Hold on, Machete. Let me look for you. Thank you for volunteering. I appreciate it. And guys, it's just all about finding him. It's not something that we need to be arguing, fighting. I have to do it. Machete, if you will comment on this live, I will. Kaika, I didn't even think about putting a comparison of him in there because I don't think he has anything to do with it. But, and I mean, I don't really think Seth does either. Let's be honest, I don't. But I thought it would be fair to do a comparison of the two. Why should I only put one of the men that could possibly be involved in it, right? I mean, the parents. That's who we look at. Because unfortunately, for everybody in this world, that the people that are closest to you will hurt you the most. And so, unfortunately, we have to recognize that. And that Sebastian walked out, I think we've really noticed that after all of, I think it's pretty safe to say that he didn't. Otherwise, like Riley Strain, we would have had him on camera. come out and say too much about it. I had ice in here earlier, and I like water to squash it, right, guys? So I said my piece. I told you guys where the photo comes from, right? I told you guys that I don't have a job, that I can't look anybody up. I don't even have like tools online to do that. It's not something that I'm interested in. I'm more interested in trying to advance the case through putting pressure on those who are responsible for this. That was my main to advance the case through putting pressure on those who are responsible for this. That was my main goal. And
Pressure bust pipes, right? Here's your predecessor. Oh my God. I just glanced at Twitter and saw somebody had posted about Betty's newest video. So she now sees Chris's face in that little light behind somebody's house from far, far away. And then she showed everybody how they manipulate photos. And then at the end, she put in all the shit she's already fucked with. She has to be a troll. This cannot be real life. Girl, this is your boss girl. She is Queen TP.
You guys know I have been enhancing that one little spot on the outside of Sebastian's home that was provided by their PI and their searcher. Chris's face, on the face that I saw, not gonna lie, I want you to tell me what you honestly think. Am I onto something or am I not? Because I really think this is something.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands and plan your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And fuck all the doubters, they're just fucking downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll go show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patent it. Being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I can roast, I can gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last. And to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams of modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. capital. Rub it on and watch it go. Make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off on my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off, knowing I gotta make it. I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, got my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages of vacant. Modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that you have seen it, am I off base? Like, I really want to know here because I am very, very concerned because I think I see something else in that image. And if I do, it's not good. It's not good. So guys, look at this, analyze it, please. I need you guys to look at it and be honest because I really, truly believe this is something. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bullhorn Betty here on YouTube as well as TikTok and all other social media platforms. God bless you. And guys, please remember, let's pray. Let's pray for news. Let's pray that Sebastian's okay and we can bring him home safely. But just pray for the dark to become light. Pray that we will learn something. Pray that whatever happened will be revealed. That's what we need right now. God bless you.
Betty, that was one of the dumbest things ever. Oh, man. All right, now let's finish up with this baby taco.
And, you know, there's not really much else to say about it. You know, when a friendship doesn't work out, right? Because everybody's hurt then. Everybody is. Draw your own conclusions, make this right. Zoot and Boots says, I think the Idaho 4 confusion concept was via BHB being sent a series of photos that was also contained a picture from the Idaho 4 album. BHB inadvertently showed it during a set of pics. Right, idiot spin. Right. Yes, that is right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Zoot and Boots. Thank you. That is absolutely, from my understanding, what happened. BHB was on a live. There were photos from a different set of, I mean, guys, if you look in my phone, there's going to be cases and cases and cases and pictures and pictures. I have Harmony's case. I have Gabby Petito's case, two that I would really love to work on and I haven't yet. But more so, I have Crystal and Sebastian because those are the two that I personally am working on. You know, Sylvester. Thanks, guys. And see, that to me isn't trolling or bullying back. It's just basically telling them, just go on. You know, I mean, and that's the thing. That's all we can do. Star says, Zoot Z, yes, there are supposedly that and or reverse photo search. Yeah. You like the photo, Kaika? Thank you. You know, and guys, purely speculative. It's not meant to hurt anybody or tell somebody that they did something they didn't do, you know? And Gab said, purely speculative. It's not meant to hurt anybody or tell somebody that they did something they didn't do, you know? And Gab says, well, anything posted as speculative can be gleaned and spread by others. Yes, it's on you. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. And that's the thing too. I take full responsibility for my part in the picture. And I want people to know who was involved with the picture and who was not involved with the picture. Little Red was not involved with the picture. Terry Lynn is not involved with the picture until the other stuff happened and then she became involved in it. So I don't know why that was. I was asleep and then all of a sudden there was a group call. Which is fine because I want people to reach out to me if there's an issue. But yeah, it's just purely speculative. It was something that was shown previously. Trying to think. Give me 1 second. So 8 days ago. So Thursday the 30th. I kind of thought it was earlier than that. Is YouTube correct? I mean, it says 8 days ago, but it feels like longer than that I posted it. And if you guys think that other creators don't accept things like this or look into it or anything like that, you guys are crazy. Janet says, what happened at 3 a.m. at backyard next day? Sebastian's missing. Right. And that was the whole thing. Like, if that was from that night, obviously it was from surveillance from that night. It looks like people to me. I'm not going to not speculate on it no matter what. I don't care who gets mad at me or anything like that. But when people get hurt, it's a whole nother level. It is a whole nother level. And so for my part in the picture, I'm sorry for it. You know, I don't feel like I should state responsibility at all, but no one else is up there saying that they're sorry for the picture, which is funny because 2 people other than me had that and sent it to me and whatnot. But that's okay. I'm not expecting anybody to do what I would do. I'm doing what I feel is right now because it's got to happen, right? Zootin Boots says it's nothing. It's just that immature people finding irrelevant thoughts to froth about. Yeah, I agree. It's ridiculous, crazy. Call Me Nana. She has a folder with the enhanced photo and a folder with Idaho 4 still shot. I don't even know what Bullhorn Betty has in her files, guys. I really don't. Oh, you guys do know who that person is? I don't. Machete, that's so stupid to say no proof when that is exactly what we're looking at. That's kind of how I feel in the same way too. Machete, I really do feel that way. You know, did I want anybody to get hurt? No, but in the same way, I really feel like it's something in the case. I do, or I wouldn't have posted it. I wouldn't just post it up there if I didn't think it was something, guys. I mean, I will put that out there as well. So thank you, Machete, because I mean, that's important. Which haters? What you guys got here? I'm sorry, I don't know if we have any haters in here, guys. I'm still learning and trying to figure out who's who. Star or Dreaming, could you get the haters out of here, please? Please. That white light is not a car, though. Oh, yeah. I don't know what it is, you know? I don't know what it is. It's hard to tell. It really is. It's very, very hard to tell. I can't even tell if that, like, the one that I labeled as a truck is a truck either, because it looks like the shape, but it might not be. There was supposedly that and or reverse photo search. Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit behind on the comments here. Star says, of course, I'll try to take the blame for the outline. Then somebody else thinks I'm trying to steal credit. And that's how nutty that has become. 150,000% yes. And I think this is a good time to stop the conversation. I put my piece out there. And yes, I've had a change of heart of Eric Craddock. So there's that. Nobody should take blame for anything at this point. Nobody should take blame for anything at this point. I think that it should be over and done with, but we all know how the internet is. So with that being said, this is what we were dealing with. What Star has said, this is what we were dealing with. Someone who wanted to take blame, somebody who wanted to steal all the credit. And then at the end of the day, it got so crazy because of people jumping from one spot to the next, jumping around to channel and doing all of this little bunny hop. That's the reason why all of it happened, because then you have someone calling a creator who's been on the platform for a very long time a liar, and that's where it gets ugly, right? Because if you're already being ugly, then you can't be bullied. That's my opinion. If you're already being ugly, then it's not bully. Hey, Buck State Rocks, good to see you. Excuse me, Buckeye State Rocks. You know what I'm saying, guys? Lil Red says, haters get out and stop things that are not true. The photo was on X and was on Clutch Them Pearls first. Another comment that needs to be highlighted. That is exact. Photo was on X and was on Clutch Them Pearls first. Another comment that needs to be highlighted. That is exactly 150,000% true. Large can of troll spray, please. And that's the thing, guys, you know, it's going to happen, but we got to just be strong about it and just move on. Right. And also what the space that we're in, we don't have any reason for any room for this kind of thing. And Karen says, I've already said once today that I want to be wrong about my speculation of KP and CP having some role in Sebastian's disappearance. Who in their right minds wants another mother bringing harm to her child? Well said, Karen. Thank you. And that's how I feel too. I struggle with that all the time because I don't want to just blame it all on her, or, you know, what if it was an accident, or what if she had nothing at all to do with it? So it's just one of those things. But when we look at a case like this, the last person that was with her, 5 CPS reports, the last person that was with Sebastian, we have 5 CPS reports. We have Chris coming out saying that he beats that child with a belt. He said that he hits his daughter, I don't have anything in there, with an open hand. With a belt. He said that he hits his daughter, I don't have anything in there, with an open hand. Those are his words, not mine. So it just makes it seem like if anybody's doing anything, it's them, you know. Yeah, and that was the thing, guys. Southern Soul, True Crime's good to see you. Yeah, it's just common sense. It's just common sense. And but my biggest concern And the reason why I wanted to come on tonight was because I'm tired of lies being spread about myself. I'm tired of the focus being taken off of Sebastian, and I just want it all to end. And so I wanted to come out and just say my piece. Yeah, it's just bad, guys. It's just bad. And the more that we talk about it, the more it just makes it worse. You know what I mean? If we could just come on here and say our piece, that's it. You know, I know exactly where I stand with that, with the other creator and everything that I'm talking about tonight. I know exactly where I stand, and now it's over with, and it needs to be over with. It doesn't have to perpetuate, but I'm sure it will. And that's the thing, guys, too, moving forward, if you see anything about it or anything like that, I mean, please, I don't want to get, I just don't, it's very messy. It's very messy, and it's been very messy. And it was something that I never wanted to be anything more than to help Sebastian's case. So, Miss Shadi says, well, you're fine to see anything. You're fine to see anything. Thank you, Trishy. Good morning, Faye. But I will pass over in time, and sooner or later, you know, there'll be something else big that we're all looking at. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind in the chat, guys. We'll pass over in time, and I don't want anybody to have to feel like they have to pick sides. You don't. It's all just a blip on the radar that will pass over in time, and sooner or later, you know, there'll be something else big that we're all looking at. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind in the chat, guys. I'm gonna have to probably go back and read this all. Yeah, just be nice. Just be nice. Just be nice. Just be nice to each other, please. A miscarriage of justice happened today in Florida with the boy who took out his mom and was found guilty. Oh, I didn't hear about that. Crafting in true crime. I didn't. Thank you, Trishy. And this is who it's about too, guys. Don't forget Crystal, please, please, please. If you haven't had a chance to go watch my video on Crystal McCrory Jones, she is a 43-year-old woman who was found unalived in her bedroom. And I truly believe that her husband did it.
Oh, so you're exploiting other people also.
And I have a video out about her, and I'm working on another one if I can have a chance to get some relief from this drama. So there's Crystal. Guys, I love you all so very, very much. I've been up here for 2.5 hours talking about this, and I'm really mentally exhausted. My heart hurts, but I'm going to get some sleep, and I'm going to start another day. And we're not going to talk about this anymore on this channel. So let's just all make that kind of clear today. And I love all of you so much for supporting me and all of the kind words that you have, and for listening to my point of view. Love you too, Lizzie. Love you too. You know, it's just so important that we keep our minds focused on what is really important. Not all the other stuff, because I'm sure the hate channels will be in full swing tonight. But guess what? I'm not watching them, and I'm not going to deal with it anymore. You know, big hugs to you too, Trishy. Thank you, Kaika. Thank you, guys. Limelight Girl. This is the one that did the best one. The best one, I think. Anyway. Oh, no, we don't talk about Seth in here, Mittens Pork Chop, or whatever your name is. Get out of here. We don't talk about Seth in here like that. We don't even talk about Chris and Katie in here like that. So there you go. Come on now.
No, you just call them murderers. That's all.